So in the last class we have added these steps, property set, where we are copying all the like all the properties which have been mapped to create claims of service rest. If you open the service rest, under methods, in the post we have used dynamic case creation, and in that we added map to JSON key, and that particular property, that particular map key we are using in one of the property called as create claims, right? And mapping method we are taking it as legacy method, where it will be serialized and deserialized as per PEGA. According to PEGA it will be doing in the backend. In the response, what are we doing is we are sending whatever the response we want to send, we are sending as a status. Even that also we have mapped to one of the property called as response property. So all the logic would be written in our dynamic case creation, right? So this is the dynamic case creation. So I just changed a few things now. Just now I changed, so let me remove that. Yeah, restore it. Yeah. Okay, so for this what I am using is I am using SVC add work object to create yes. So before that, what I'm doing, I'm passing whatever the request page is there, right? So that request page properties into the claim type, claim name, and marital status. Okay, then here after creating the case creation, so I'm just writing the organization and the work page as PY work page. And at this time, because our first step of that particular case is not having any routing, so I'm adding call to work list so that it will route to the person here. Basically it would be to a in the real time it would be to a work basket instead of to a particular person, because we may not know who is the person to whom we are passing this, right? Or you can if something is there like a parameter you want to use, you can add that parameter, so that your PY default data transform will take care of to whom it has to route. And then here we are doing the again the same thing. Actually this is not required, the first one is not required. Yeah, this is not required. Yeah, let me delete all these things so that you will have yeah. So I'm calling a SVC add work object, and call to work list I'm doing it, and property set. In this property set we are mapping whatever the values which are there in the request page to the PY work page things. Okay, yeah. And once it is done, we are setting the property set to the whatever the PY case ID is created, that, and the status we are updating, and also the param.status, so that this will go and fit into our response here. In this particular status code it will be sent. Okay, so I'm doing that. Whenever there is an error, like for example if there is something happened at this particular time, case creation didn't happen properly, okay, so at this particular time I'm asking to move that to the step status fail. Okay, when it is failed, we have to jump to the error message or else continue. Okay, even the exception also we have to do it. Okay, if something fails, it will come back to this error and do the property set saying that case ID is null and response status we are making as 500, and even that this particular 500 status also we are sending it to this. Okay, after that we are adding a log message saying that our case creation is completed. This particular activity is complete, not case creation, this activity is completed. In that way we are writing dynamic case creation activity is completed. Okay, so we are saving this, and yeah, saving this, and let's go back to this activity. Once it is saved, we have to take the URL, this URL, and use that in our Postman. Yeah, so post in the Postman we are adding this, and this is our JSON. So let's run this. Okay, so without giving claim type also, it created one case ID. Let's go and see whether that case ID is existing or not. Yeah, refresh it. Yes, we got one case ID, and if you open again, what happened? Something I did wrong. So data hasn't moved. Go to the history. Okay, we didn't do obj save, so that's why obj save was not working. So yeah, so obj save I'm using right now, and then these all things. Yeah, we got 1003. Yeah, if you see, we already got matter status as M, and even this also got but claim type I didn't give. If you see over here, claim type is empty. Claim type is empty, so it is not providing us that data. Okay, so let's see. What is that? Let's see what dynamic. I'll just remove this first step because I don't see any anything happening with that first step, right? Let's see if I remove it, what happens. Okay, go to the Postman again, do this. Okay, let's write general here. Okay, there is 10004 created. Let's go back to this, refresh it. Yeah, there is M is there, and then also general and term is there. Yeah, so all the data has come up. Okay, this is how you going to create a case, dynamically create a case. But what if someone is not giving this value? What if someone is not giving this value? They are just passing an empty values. So that is also important to us, right?